This is Jeremy Todd Moorhead, the writer, director, and creator of horror comedy Easter Sunday and the upcoming Gorehammer, and you're watching Deadheaddaddy's Creepy Things. Check it out.
Hey kiddies, welcome to the 7th scar-filled episode of Deadheaddaddy's Creepy Things. Thank you for checking us out. I hope you enjoy the show today. We got lots of cool things, namely I'm going to review a couple movies. One is the Endless Whisper Cycle. The other is The Caretaker. I'm also going to be talking about Yo books and a really cool independent comic called Fiends. Of course, my co-host in Carnage, Jeremy Adkins, will be here as well to talk about a really cool video game that he's been playing lately and is totally addicted to. So if this sounds like stuff you'd like to check out, stick around and enjoy the show.
Reels for the wretched.
Alright, today on Reels for the Wretched, I've got a couple cool films for you. So let's just get right into it. First, we have the Endless Whisper Cycle. Now, what this is you get a taste of the endless whispers as they begin. This is an upcoming movie that's about to film in the next 6 months or so. And what I'm reviewing is 8 featurettes that take place roughly 3 years before the events of the full film. Really cool shorts, man. I mean, just some great acting, lots of mystery and questions asked in this to build up a lot of excitement for the show. It was really enjoyable to watch and really got me interested in the full feature-length film. I cannot wait for them to put this baby out. It looks like it's going to be a good one. Excuse me, it's very influenced by H.P. Lovecraft, and the producers told me that if you like movies like The Shining and Rosemary's Baby, this is going to be a film for you to definitely want to see. Okay. But if you want to catch the little featurettes, you can go to the Endless Whisperers website, which I will link in the description of the episode, or you can go on YouTube and watch them yourself there. Very easy to catch them. They just want to spread the word. But if you go to the site, they also have an entire page dedicated to the mythos of the universe that they're creating. So lots of really cool resources. They're really trying to build a lot of interest. So definitely, if you can check out the Endless Whisper Cycle shorts, definitely do so. I highly recommend them. Now, another movie I recommend is called The Caretaker. Now, what The Caretaker about is this young woman, Mallory, has to move in with her aging and sickly grandmother, Bertie, because she has scared away her last caretaker and they can't find anyone else to help her with her needs. While Mallory is in the house, she discovers some deep, dark family secrets, and she has to avoid the evil spirit that's trying to take over her mind and solve all these secrets. Really, really cool, creepy, suspenseful movie. Again, some great acting. I love the way it was shot. It had some neat twists. I think you definitely will like it. Very well done. It is a little similar to The Taking of Deborah Logan, but in a good way. It's not a takeoff or anything. So if you like Deborah Logan, or even if you didn't, check out The Caretaker. Again, another one I really recommend. And I think you should go rent it tonight. Alright.
Erudition of the Damned.
Alright, boys and ghouls, welcome to Erudition of the Damned. Again, we're going to talk about some really cool comics that are out there right now. I want to start off by talking about Yo books. Now, your old pal, the Deadheaddaddy, did have the opportunity to meet the amazing and legendary Craig Yo at Akron Comic-Con last year, and he is a really nice guy. Had a lot of fun, and he was just as excited to talk to me as a fan as I was to talk to him. So, if you get a chance to see him at a convention, or on the street, in prison, whatever, feel free to stop by and say hi to him, and make sure you tell him the Deadheaddaddy sent you. He is a cool guy. So anyways, we did talk about Haunted Love a few episodes ago, and how this is a reprint of some pre-code horror books. You know, stuff like EC, you know, like Tales from the Crypt and Vault of Horror and stuff like that. But these are a little more obscure and really, really, really cool, fun books. Now, they have a collection of hardbacks called The Chilling Archives of Horror Comics. This is my personal favorite one, Tom Sutton's Creepy Things. Tom was an amazing artist, and I love this book. So much so, that's where we got the name for the show, Creepy Things. So anyways, these are great collections, great reprints. They look gorgeous inside. And there's a bunch of different ones for you to check out. You can go to their website. Some of them are out of print now. You might be able to find those in the aftermarket like Amazon or eBay, but there's still plenty of them on the website. And I highly recommend checking out Yo Books if you're interested in pre-code comics. I cannot tell you how much I've enjoyed reading the books that I do have. Alright, oh, a little jumpy. Next I'm going to talk about another book that I really enjoyed. It is called Fiends, and it's from Rat House Comics. Now, Fiends is just a really, really, really fun book. Great artwork, fun stories. It was just a good, easy, quick, great read. I like that it's in magazine format because it feels like the old school Marvel horror books and stuff like that were trying to evade the comics code at the time. And it just feels like the old, once again, like I said last week about Insane Tales, the old horror books of the 80s that you felt like maybe you weren't allowed to read them and you were doing something you shouldn't. It's just a great book. My only complaint, which isn't even a complaint, is it wasn't long enough. I wanted to know more about what was happening with these characters. So, Tim Tyler, the creator of this book, he has a Kickstarter going on right now to help him publish the next issue. I got issue 2 and issue 3 is almost done. So he is trying to raise some funds to do the next book. So if you're out there, and you know I like helping out anybody independent that I can, if you're looking to invest in a good read, a fun time, definitely check out his Kickstarter. I will link that, as well as Yo Books, into the description of this episode. So, again, you like some good, scary, fun books, you know what to read.
Jeremy's Picks from the Vault.
Hey guys, I'm real excited this week to review a video game. I thought I would change things up a little bit, do something different. I'm reviewing the video game Until Dawn. Man, I went to GameStop. You know, I was just looking for a new video game to play. I was kind of in the mood for something kind of horror related, and I saw Until Dawn on the shelf, and you know, it was only $20. I thought, you know, it's probably not going to be that great, but, you know, at least it'll be something new to play. So I bought it, went home, and now I can't stop playing it. This is like one of the best horror movie games I've ever played. In my opinion, it's one of the best. Basically, I guess you could say the big idea of the game is the butterfly effect, which just means that throughout the game, you know, you have to make all these choices, all these decisions, and sometimes the smallest decision can have really bad results. So, I mean, you have to be careful all throughout the game, like what decision to make, you know, because there's always going to be consequences, and sometimes deadly consequences. But anyway, the game's awesome. It's a lot of fun. Basically, the storyline, you have this group of friends, and one of the friends, his family owns a cabin out in the woods, and they go there, and his two sisters end up getting killed, and so the game takes place 1 year later, and they all go back to the cabin, and and it was never revealed how the sisters died. A lot of them believed it was like an accident, so they don't really know how they died. But these friends reunite at the cabin a year later, and soon, they start to learn that, you know, that some psycho guy killed the two sisters. And so basically that's, the storyline, and it's just a lot of fun. The game was definitely geared towards people that grew up on, like 80s slasher movies. It's this game is just made for horror movie fans. So if you're a gamer and you also love horror movies, then I highly recommend Until Dawn. They even have some pretty big Hollywood actors doing the voice acting throughout the game. They got Hayden Panettiere. She was on Heroes. She played the cheerleader on Heroes. She's on Nashville. I think everybody knows who she is. Um, they got one of my favorite actors, Rami Malek. He's on one of my favorite shows, Mr. Robot. It's an awesome show. He's an awesome actor. And they also got Brett Dalton, who's on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So, I mean, they got some pretty big Hollywood people. They even have a bonus feature on the game where you can, if you press the button, it'll show like interviews with the cast and about the game. And it's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. Go get it now. Go play it. It's awesome.
Alright, boys and ghouls, my evil little kitties. That's the end of another great episode of Deadheaddaddy's Creepy Things. As always, if you like what we're doing, please like our videos and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also like our Facebook page, which is Deadheaddaddy's Creepy Things, and there's lots of exclusive content there that we just don't have time for on the show. So, definitely do all that for me. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate everyone who's helping us out and spreading the word. Of course, I do want to thank my good buddy Jeremy Adkins again for helping out with the show. And I want to talk about this really cool radio show I think you should check out. It is called Eerie House. Again, I will put the website link in the description, but it's just a fun radio show that talks about horror, and it talks about old radio programs, and it's just a fun, good time. I'll let you in on a little secret. I, in the near future, will be calling into the show and talking with the host, so I'm very, very, very excited about that. That's not the only opportunity that's coming our way. There's lots more coming. Hopefully, we're just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bring more great horror your way. So, again, I thank you for watching, and as always, most important over everything else, stay creepy. Ah, ha, ha, ha.